got our locker room, we walk in, and they have like our bags and whatnot, and all of our like merch, but then our jerseys were hanging up, and yeah, I had to take a second to be like, oh, okay, this is real. This is sweet.
Welcome to episode 291 of Alberta Dugout Stories, the podcast. I'm Joe McFarland, and welcome back to a sense of normalcy, I suppose. After a couple of episodes devoted to the WCBL All-Star Game and another to the recent MLB Draft, it was time for us to get back into our regular Thursday routine. So as always, let's start with the news. The Women's Baseball World Cup continues in Thunder Bay, and as we record this episode Wednesday night, Canada finished the round robin 2-2 and will play for the bronze medal, while the U.S. will face Japan in the gold medal contest. The Canadian roster features 3 Albertans, Cassie Matlock, Caitlin Ross, and Madison Willen, as well as friend of the show, Zoe Hicks. Meantime, Canada's junior national team is also in action, getting ready for the U18 World Cup qualifiers in Panama. They've been playing several tune-up games against U.S. teams before the tournament starts on Friday. The Super Round and Medal Round games will happen August 8th through 11th, and the final roster was announced Wednesday, with Albertans Simon Baker, Eric Hartman, Dominic Morgan, and Michael Yusupchuk being named, as well as a few players who have moved here to keep playing the game, like friends of the show Leo Cote and Tim Piazantine. Congratulations to the 8 players from Alberta named to the first 75 of the 2024 Canadian Future Showcase. Those listed as Albertans include Landon Cummings, Zac Foden, George Hobbins, Quincy Jenkins, Landon Kaufman, Easton Katura, Zach McDonald, and Seamus Ryan. A few others who train here, like William Labonte, Tim Piazantine, and Max Poirier from Dogs Academy, as well as Jackson George of Vauxhall, are also on the list. We'll be aiming to get you a few of those athletes onto the show in the coming weeks, starting with Foden in just a few minutes. The showcase itself is set for September 17th through 21st at Rogers Centre in Toronto. Congratulations to the Red Deer Braves on taking home the Baseball Alberta Elite League Championship last weekend. Their tournament started with a 5-2 loss to the Calgary Cubs before a 6-3 win over the Midwest Prairie Pirates. Then they lost 6-1 to Parkland, forcing them into a tiebreaker with the Twins, which they won 3-1. They then beat the other Parkland team in the semis before hammering St. Albert 17-5 in the gold medal game. They'll now travel to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador for Nationals in mid-August. Speaking of Baseball Alberta, a tip of the cap to all the championship teams at all the different levels across the province in recent weeks. If I were to list them all off, we'd probably be here all day, but we do congratulate them and all of the host communities for putting on wonderful shows. We're also keeping tabs on some of the Alberta teams taking part in Little League Canada Championships. The big one is in Kingston, where the Medicine Hat Major Mavs are representing Alberta, and they are 2-0 to start things off. The winners of that tournament will, of course, head to Williamsport. And they are down to the final few days in both Western Canadian Baseball League and West Coast League. We'll get to the WCBL story in a bit when we get into the guests. And as for the WCL, the Edmonton Riverhawks are in the midst of a season-ending 9-game road trip, which will take them through Port Angeles and Nanaimo. After tying for top spot in the North Division in the first half, they are 9-11 in the second half, so it's TBD right now on the playoff situation. Meantime, the Riverhawks have once again set the WCL attendance record, welcoming more than 116,000 fans to Remax Field this season. It's 12,000 more than they brought in last summer. On the pro side of things, Calgary's Michael Soroka of the Chicago White Sox has landed on the 15-day injured list with a right shoulder strain. Meantime, AHP Academy coach and Edmonton Prospects alum Eric Sabrowski has now picked up 3 straight wins in relief for the AAA Columbus Clippers. In the month of July, he's 3-0 with a 1.04 ERA in 5 appearances, striking out 10 in 8+ innings of work. Dogs Academy and Okotoks Dogs product Matt Lloyd continues his great season with the AA Springfield Cardinals. He's now hitting .267 with 14 homers and 54 RBI in 87 games. And some big news from St. FX product and Wetaskiwin's own Matt Kootenay after hitting .270 with 8 homers and 42 RBI for the High A Tri-City Dust Devils. Kootenay has been promoted to the AA Rocket City Trash Pandas. Great names again. Kootenay made his debut with the Trash Pandas on Tuesday, going 2 for 5 in a 9-5 win over Biloxi. Now on to this week's guests, and we'll start with the women's game. Earlier this month, 6 Albertans were invited to the national team selection camp, including Ava Greiner. The 17-year-old was the youngest on the roster, but has shined at every level for Alberta, impressing the Team Canada brass during nationals. While she didn't make the team that that ended up going to the World Cup, she's still happy with the experience and looks forward to the next time she gets the chance to don the maple leaf. Ava, thanks so much for joining us here on the show.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Talk about a whirlwind summer that you've had so far. Let's start in Ottawa. You were part of the women's national team selection camp. Take us back to the beginning, though, on that. When the camp roster was first named, what went through your mind when you found out that you had made the cut?
Oh, I was just like, what the heck? I honestly, I got invited to the 40 man, like the winter meetings. And Anthony had flown out, I think it was May, and yeah, he came and watched another girl or a couple of us from Alberta, and yeah, we honestly weren't really expecting much. Like, we were just happy to the calls. Weren't really expecting to make the roster, but then yeah, we ended up getting the email, and we were just both kind of like, holy.
No kidding. So, with the benefit of 2020 hindsight, you go through that. What was that experience like getting to play with some of the best in this country?
Oh, it was awesome. Like, I learned, like, just being there for a week, I learned so much. Like, just the talent level and just like where I want to be within a couple years. Like, it just, I don't know, it was super motivating.
If I'm not mistaken, you were the youngest player to go to that camp. What did that mean to you to get the call and to have that attached to your name?
Oh, that was also crazy. There was a couple under, I know, Juliana Scott, she's another young one, but yeah, I was definitely one of the younger ones, and that was kind of cool too, just to be there, be kind of the baby of the squad, but still like get treated like I was an adult. It was kind
Mhm.
of cool.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, you didn't make the final cut. But what did you take away from that camp to make sure that you're back on the radar next time around?
Oh yeah, I took away. Well, just I think building relationships was a big one. Like, I got to know everyone, and I got to kind of know their like the way they run things, right? Like, so next time I go in, I'm not gonna be nervous. I kind of know how stuff's getting ran and whatnot, and just like again, like skill wise, and just like mentally and stuff, like where I gotta be if I want to make that team. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm curious, did you end up with like exit interviews or conversations with coaches afterwards to maybe set yourself up for the next time around?
We did. So we had. It was about a week after the camp was over. He each like individually gave us all a call, and so he called me, told me I didn't make it, and I was like, oh, that's all right. Like, I'm young, I got lots of time, but he gave me some feedback, and yeah, like it was pretty good. But that's kind of how they did like the exit meetings. It was just they called us and let us know. So yeah.
I know you don't want to spill too much about what was said during those conversations, but maybe what was one of your biggest takeaways maybe from that, like some things that you want to improve upon so that you are hitting the ground running next time around?
I think for me, the biggest thing would just be like be more. I don't know how to explain it, but just like getting a couple more years under my belt, I guess, of just like experience, like that maturity that comes with, playing ball and playing for a lot of years. Like, I didn't quite have what some of the 25, 26-year-olds had. Like, just that experience. I'd love to build some more of that within the next couple of years. So yeah, I'd say that's one of the biggest things.
On the flip side of that, though, how much confidence gets built knowing that you can play with some of the best in the country?
Oh yeah, it felt good. I mean, I went there, I was pretty nervous, but I didn't have like I kind of went and I was like, you know what, I got nothing to lose. I'm young. Like, it just, yeah, it was good for the confidence, that's for sure.
How crazy was it getting to put on the maple leaf and just like take that, soak in that moment and go, hey, this is within my grasp here in the not too distant future?
It was, yeah, that was one thing that I was like, whew, I had to take a second. Like, we got our locker room, we walk in, and they have like our bags and whatnot and all of our like merch, but then our jerseys were hanging up, and yeah, I had to take a second to be like, oh, okay, this is real. This is sweet.
The Goosies are definitely real in that case, eh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Hey, let's get in your baseball past a little bit here. You're originally from Stettler. How did you get
Yeah.
into baseball in the first place?
So I started when I was really young, like my whole grinder side, big into ball. Like, they all played, like they used to travel around and like play slow pitch together as a family. So I guess I kind of just always grew up around ball. And then yeah, I played softball for the first couple of years, and then I just wanted to, a little more like compete. So I switched to the guys, and yeah, it kind of just went from there.
Now, I know you play a lot of hockey as well. Were there other sports that you played while you were growing up?
Actually, yeah, hockey was a big one too. I wasn't like originally, I wasn't even really sure if I wanted to do anything with baseball because I had always played hockey, but then kind of fell in love with it around like Bantam first year midget age, and so I yeah, I kind of took it from there.
Mhm.
I also did like golf and like dirt bike and stuff. I hunt a bit, but yeah, that's about it.
Mhm. Whose poster was up on the wall, or whose highlights were you always trying to watch?
Actually, I love Bobby Witt Jr. I think he's super cool.
Mhm. That's
And
not a bad one.
he's where, oh no, he's not at all. He's where I'm going to school too, so it's kind of cool. I get to end up in Kansas where he is.
Absolutely, that is fantastic, and we'll get into the schooling thing in just a second here. Obviously, we talked about representing Canada, but you've also represented Alberta on a few different stages. What's that meant to you to
Yeah.
wear the A on the cap and have Alberta across the chest?
Oh, it's honestly meant everything, and it's meant a lot to me and my family. Like it just shows that some of my hard work is really like paying off, and like my family too. They've been so supportive and helped me get there, so it just means a lot to all of us.
When you look back on the young baseball career to this point, any favorite memories or moments on the field where you had to take that step back and go, I can't believe I get to do this?
I would definitely say I had 2 years of Bantam, where the first year it was COVID and we won provincials, won tier one AA provincials, but we couldn't go to Westerns.
Hmm.
And then the next year we won it again and then we won Westerns. And that was definitely like took the cake. That's been like my favorite memory of baseball. Yeah.
Those are a couple of pretty good ones, I gotta say. On
Yeah.
the flip side of that, though, we always talk about baseball being a game of failure, and so I'm curious, looking back on your young career to this point, what's been the biggest challenge or hurdle you've had to overcome?
I think I would say like mentally just not getting like super like down, like it is a game of failure and you fail like I don't know, not 9 times out of 10, but like 7 times out of 10.
Hmm.
So I mean it's just like keeping up, and I feel like I've done a good job like improving in that too, like just staying up, staying happy and hype, and just everything kind of works itself out then.
Absolutely. Now, as
Yeah.
mentioned, you're heading to Baker University in Kansas for school and
Yeah.
softball. How did that all come to be in the first place?
So it's kind of a long story, but I was playing hockey with a girl who knew a guy, and then I got into contact with the coach there, and then that kind of just all unfolded from there. And yeah,
How excited are you for that opportunity?
oh, like I am so excited. I actually leave. I think I was counting those days in like 13 days or something. So I'm so excited to go down there.
I'm always curious, and I talked to Zoe Hicks about this, and I talked to Cassie Matlock about this, is the
Yeah.
interchangeability of baseball versus softball. Do you tap into those resources and go, okay, I can do both of these things, or are you naturally capable of handling the different nuances to the two different games?
I I think the thing to me is I gotta almost look at them like I haven't played a ton of softball. So I kind of got to look at both games like, okay, this is baseball, but then when I go to softball, I got to just adjust quick. And
Hmm.
that's why I'm not, again, excited to go down there because it's like a whole new challenge. Like, haven't played a lot of softball, so it's just something new I get to tackle. And yeah,
Very cool. A few fun ones for you here, Ava. First off, what's your favorite food when you're a fan at the ballpark?
at the ballpark, my favorite food.
Hmm.
Um, oh, I don't know. I like popcorn. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one. I gotta say, you're probably maybe the first one who said that. It's usually hot dogs or burgers, or I
Yeah.
had a poutine recently as well. So I'll take popcorn. I think that's an underrated choice for sure. You mentioned it a little bit in passing there, and I noticed on your Instagram you're a hunting and fishing fan. So what's your biggest
Oh
catch?
yeah. Well, when I was 12, I got my first bear, so that was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Fishing, honestly, don't even know what my biggest fish is. I usually just go with my family and we just have a good time. But yeah,
On
that's
the
about it.
hunting side, do you have something that you prefer to go and chase, or is it kind of like, yeah, whatever happens to be in season kind of thing?
Honestly, whatever's in season, like I don't know, I like bear hunting. It's just kind of not a lot of people do it, so like it's kind of cool, and like we get to set up bear camp and stuff. So yeah, I like that probably the best.
It's a crazy, crazy world. I'm a farm kid, so I'm totally knowing what you're talking about. I'm not a big
Yeah.
hunter per se, but talking to different guys and gals who've done it, it's just like, oh, so you stayed like 3 days up in the mountains in -40 hunting a bear. That sounds like
Yeah.
not fun, but okay, cool. That's awesome. Finally, who's your idol?
My idol. I would say my dad. I look up to him the most, like, of anyone. Yeah. He's just, I don't know. I love the way, I just try to, like, take a lot away from him. He's a very personable, like, just outgoing guy. And yeah, I like who he is as a person. So I try to be like that.
That's awesome. A couple more for
Yeah.
you before we let you go here. For those young girls or athletes looking to get to where you're at now, what's that one piece of advice, those words of wisdom you'd like to impart upon them?
I would say the biggest thing is just work really hard and be super humble. It's like the top two things. Just you do those, you'll go far in life.
Absolutely. And the final one we ask everybody here on the show, what does the game of baseball mean to you?
Oh, baseball, it means a lot. It's like it's not even just like a sport to me. It's a whole kind of like lifestyle. Just everything it's taught me, everything I've gained from it. Like it's just yeah, it's kind of a piece of me.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to chat with you, Ava. Congrats on all the success you've had to this point. Continued success in baseball, softball, school, you name it. Looking forward to keeping tabs on your journey as well. And thanks again so much for joining us here on the show.
Awesome. Thanks again for having me.
Next up is another young athlete looking to make a name for himself on the national stage. Zac Foden will take part in his second Canadian Future Showcase in September, and he's looking forward to coming in a year older and a year wiser. The Edmonton area product has gone through both ATHX as well as Dogs Academy in Okotoks, where he's a part of a very talented pitching staff this year. The 18-year-old is now on the road with the Edmonton Riverhawks to finish out the summer. Zac, thanks so much for joining us here on the show.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the latest piece of news as you've been invited to the Canadian Future Showcase. How excited are you for your second trip to Rogers Centre?
I'm super excited. Last year was a blast. I got to start last year in one of our games, and it was just the most fun I think I've had in a week of baseball. So I'm definitely excited to go back with some of my friends and some guys from my program and guys I haven't seen in a while. It'll be a lot of fun.
What did you learn last year that you hope to maybe bring into this year's event?
That having like an off-speed pitch that you're able to throw for a strike is like consistently is very valuable, because as you get to play with guys that are just that much better each year, they like no matter how hard you throw, they know how to handle a fastball. So having 2 or 3 pitches that you can throw for a strike at any time is just crucial.
Absolutely. Given this is your second time around, do you have any goals or expectations of yourself going into the showcase this time around?
I just want to do the best I can. You know, last year I think I did all right, but thrown a little slower than I normally did. So this year I just want to go out there, just show everyone what I can actually do, you know?
Mm-hmm. You've had a busy year so far, including playing with the Edmonton Riverhawks right now. You're on the road with them. You made your season debut about a week ago. You threw a 1-2-3 ninth inning. What was it like getting to get back into the college ball scene?
Oh, it's so great. You know, just the Riverhawks, they have so many great fans. I think we had like 5,000 people there that day, and it was just awesome. Just finally getting to actually play in that stadium is just fantastic.
Absolutely. Not only that, you also struck out a fellow Albertan and fellow Dog Academy guy, Max Hartman. That's your first batter you faced. You struck him out. What was that like?
It was just great to get that off the bat, you know, get the first batter out and just a strikeout. I didn't even realize it was him until the announcer announced it after, and definitely made me smile.
Do you remember that at bat at all? Like, do you remember your approach going into that one?
I just was like so excited to be there. Just wanted to. I wasn't even trying to strike him out. I was just trying to dead him out, and all of a sudden I have 2 strikes on him, and it was just surreal. It was great.
Mm-hmm. How much confidence does that give you? Not just the strikeout, not just the outing, but just being on that team, knowing that you can play with some of the big college talent that they have and that they face.
Yeah, I guess I take it for granted sometimes because I am one of the younger guys on the team. But yeah, just being able to be here and play with them, definitely, there's a lot to learn, and just even be able to watch all these guys play, I feel like I learn a lot every game.
How much of it is playing and learning the game aspect of it? How much of it is being a bit of a sponge as well and learning from the guys and their various journeys and understanding, hey, you don't have to go. There's no straight path to get to where they're at now?
Yeah, I think almost every guy I've talked to on the team, like, they've all had their ups and downs. They've had injuries. They've had velo drops. They've lost the ability to throw strikes for a little bit, and like they're all here now and they're all doing well. So it's just good to see that like there's ups and downs in the game, but if you stick with it, you'll be able to find what you need.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's get into your baseball past here a little bit, Zach. You're originally from the Edmonton area. How did you get into the ball game in the first place?
So I was just younger. My parents were looking for a sport for me to play and signed me up for baseball. And my first season, actually, my first ever ball season, my team didn't win a single game. And I was talking to my parents, like, man, this sucks. Because I've always hated losing. But then next season, went out, we won every single game. So it was a very big change. And ever since then, I've just loved the game. I've met some of my best friends playing the game, and I just can't get enough of it.
Were you a multi-sport guy growing up, or was it all baseball all the time the minute that you stepped a foot on a diamond?
I mean, it was multi-sport up until I was like 10, 11, and then started playing baseball just all year round. So,
whose poster did you have up on the wall when you were a kid?
That was Josh Donaldson.
It's amazing how many people had Josh Donaldson as their dude. That's the Blue Jays of 2015, 2016, man. They were a favorite, eh?
Yeah. I had a Brinner of Rain poster up on my wall.
Oh, fantastic. So you've had quite the journey in baseball in this province. You've represented Alberta a few times, as an example. What's that been like, putting on the A on the cap and Alberta across the chest?
It's awesome. Just anytime you get to play for, like, your home, like a whole province, it just feels fantastic, just going out there, competing against other provinces, you just want to prove that you're the best, give it all you can, and it's just an honor.
Absolutely. You also spent some time over at ATHX. What was that program experience like?
To be honest, I loved it there. I think that they truly turned me into the pitcher I am now. They had a great strength program for me, helped me put on a bunch of weight. The coach Wyatt Hummel helped me out a bunch. He taught me just about everything I know about pitching in terms of like mechanic-wise and how your body works. So I'm just very grateful for them.
And then you landed in Okotoks with Dogs Academy. What's that program meant to you in your development?
Yeah, they really taught me how to compete. When I first got here, when I first got there, I had the ability to throw hard, but I didn't really have the ability to pitch. And there's just so many great players there that it really forces you to like either lock in and compete, or you're gonna not be on the team you want to be on. So I felt like it really made me work hard over the winter and just get that much better.
I've been watching from afar a lot of the tournaments and that kind of thing, and there's been a lot of wins, and talking to different people, that might be one of the most impressive teams that some people around the Dogs program have ever seen. As somebody who's involved in that team, how good is that squad when you look at that dugout?
It's just like you can put anyone out there and they're better than almost everyone else on the other team, So it's just a matter of how we like compete as a whole. Like I think 6 or 7 of the guys in that team are able to throw like 90 miles in high school, which is pretty good. And, we're just always able to go out there and, like, we never expected to lose a game. Obviously no team ever expects to lose, but we always just knew that we were the favorite to win.
Looking back on the young career to this point, any favorite moments or memories where you remember having to take that step back and go, man, I can't believe I get to do this?
Yeah, like last year when I went to the Future Showcase in Toronto, just actually being in the Rogers Center and stepping on that field for the first time, it was a big wow moment.
I can only imagine. Conversely, we always talk about baseball being a game of failure. So looking back on it, what's been the biggest challenge or hurdle that you've had to overcome?
When I first joined the Dogs last year, I definitely struggled with command. And, I had a start where I think I only threw like 2 strikes. And it was just not great. And that was really just a bit like, I got to pick it up and get it together. So I really worked on command over the off season, and it's been going great for me since then.
How much of that is also being able to, I'll call it, wash it away, right? You and I were talking off air about, just facing a loss with the Riverhawks, for example, and you almost have to wash it. Is that something that you've been able to kind of command, so to speak, is being able to move onwards and upwards regardless of how the last outing went?
Yeah, like you have to recognize what you did wrong and learn from it, but you can't dwell on it, because if you dwell on it, then it's just in a snowball, Like if I go out there and I'm scared to throw balls, then I'm probably just going to end up throwing more balls than if I just go out there and want to like compete and throw strikes. If you know what I mean?
Absolutely. A few fun ones here for you, Zach. First off, let's say you get to be Mariano Rivera or Jordan Romano or some of those closers, and you get to have your walk-in tune. What's that tune?
Oh, boy. Probably Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Classic rock fan. I approve 110%. Let's say you're just a fan at a game and you're going to the concession stands. What's the food that you have to have?
Poutine. I love poutine. Just
a standard poutine, or do you like adding weird stuff in it too?
Maybe some like pulled pork or something, but anything more than that, and it gets dicey.
That's very, very true. And finally, who is your idol?
My idol right now would have to be Kevin Gosling. Just love the way he competes. I'm trying to learn to throw a splitter right now, and his is obviously one of the best in the game.
Yes, he sure is. Couple more for you here before we let you go. Let's say you get to see some of those young kids, or they're just starting out on their baseball journeys at Dogs or ATHX, or maybe even with the Riverhawks, is signing autographs, and they're looking for advice from you on getting to the next level. What are you telling them?
Just keep pushing. Baseball's a game that you gotta love to play. Especially as a pitcher, you really gotta love it, because you're not playing every game. So you gotta want to be out on that field. You gotta want to do your best every time you get a chance, and you gotta be excited to play.
Final question for you. It's one we ask everybody. What does a game of baseball mean to you?
It means everything. I've met, like I said, some of my best friends playing. I've spent more than majority of my life playing it, so it's everything.
Zach, congrats on all the success and accolades. Best of luck at the Canadian Future Showcase and everything afterwards as well. Look forward to continuing to watch your journey unfold. And again, thanks so much for joining us here on the show.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.
Shifting gears to the Western Canadian Baseball League now, and it's hard to believe that we are into the final week of the regular season. The playoffs are set to start August 7th, with the championship series slated for the 15th to 17th. As we record this, 7 of the 8 playoff spots in the league are spoken for, with Sylvan Lake, Okotoks, and Lethbridge in the West, while Fort McMurray and Brooks are battling it out for the final playoff spot there. Over in the East, Regina, Medicine Hat, Saskatoon, and Moose Jaw have all punched their ticket, although the standings themselves are up in the air. Our Ian Wilson took a family trip to Saskatchewan just after Canada Day and checked out a few games while they were there. We had a few of his interviews back on episodes 286 and 287 if you want to go back into the archives to check them out. We'll put the wraps on those conversations now as we have 4 more to bring you, starting with WCBL All-Star and Home Run Derby finalist Austin Gurney. The Moose Jaw Miller Express veteran is having another outstanding season, hitting .320 with 9 homers and 50 RBI in 48 games. He'll be a key piece to the team's puzzle heading into the postseason.
Austin, why don't we start at the very beginning for you, baseball-wise? How did you get into the game? What fostered your love of baseball?
I've just been playing ever since I was about 5 years old. Started playing out in the backyard and over at the school across from our house with my dad and my brother. And then, my dad coached me like all the way growing up as well, just in Campbell River for Campbell River Minor Baseball all the way up. And then I just really started loving it over time, and it became a major priority for me.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice. And how did is this season 3 for you with Miller Express?
This is my third year with the Millers, yeah.
So how did you end up getting recruited here? What was the draw? How do you get a kid from BC end up making his way to Saskatchewan?
So my high school coach, Larson Bauk, is from Moose Jaw.
Oh, okay.
So my first year of college, he reached out to Ole, the GM here, and got me an opportunity to come out here and play after my freshman year, and it's been a great experience, and I've just been out here ever since. It's been good.
Tell me what you've seen in the league, because you like I said, you're a veteran of this league now. You've been around. How would you rate what you've seen in your time in this league?
I'd say the WCBL is a bit of a hidden gem, in my opinion. There's a lot of great ball players come up here, a lot of good arms, a lot of good bats. They come from a lot of great programs as well. And at the end of the day, it gives a lot of guys the opportunity to showcase what they can do, and then at the same time, it gives a lot of guys the opportunity to develop and get better as well throughout their careers.
We've seen some really lopsided scores this year. Some of the nights, just some really high scores. Any theories on your end, what you've seen that may have led to some of that?
Well, it's the league where anyone can win on any given day. Yeah. And just with pitching staff situations as well. You got 8-day road trips in a row, and depending on pitching staffs or what offense shows up to hit that day and whatnot, and there's just a lot of different factors. But sometimes teams show up and they're hot on the sticks and they run away with it offensively, and other days there can be just shut down pitching duels as well.
There is a new official baseball this year. Have you noticed anything different with the ball, or not really?
I have. There's been the talk around the league is that the ball's been flying a little better this year. Yeah. But I haven't noticed too much of a difference myself.
Yeah.
No.
You want to feel that personally, right?
Well, no comment.
Yeah. And then how about you personally for goals for this season? What's the mindset coming into this summer?
Win a WCBL championship.
Yeah. You guys were close two seasons ago, I think.
Yep.
Pushed Okotoks to the brink. Same mindset?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our goal is to just come in here a better version of ourselves every year, and then every day as well, and ultimately take home that WCBL championship we've been chasing for the last 3 years.
I like it. People can't hear what your eyes are looking like right now, but you got the focus in your eyes. I like seeing that.
Yep.
A few fun ones. Favorite ballpark food?
Ooh, favorite ballpark food? It's got to be a hot dog.
Okay.
Just a traditional
Classic.
ballpark hot dog. Yeah. It's got to be.
I've had a few of those answers lately. What's the condiments you're putting on that?
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup.
Oh, man, I'm in the minority. I have to have mustard on mine. But
no,
anyway.
plain and simple. Yeah.
All right. Good choice, though. Solid choice. Okay. Favorite baseball movie?
Favorite baseball movie? Got to be. Probably gonna have to go with Sandlot.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah. I grew up. Me and my brother would throw that on at my grandma's house growing up.
Yeah.
We'd watch the Sandlot and on repeat, and it was just a good time. Built some core memories growing up with that movie.
That one's a classic for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite ball team growing up?
Probably the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I'm still loyal to them, despite the record this season. Yeah.
Nice. Favorite ball player growing up?
I have to say Joey Wendell.
Oh,
yeah,
board,
Joey
man.
Wendell.
Okay, now I need an explanation on that one. Why Joey Wendell?
Oh, he's just a guy that, plays third base, plays second base, plays some outfield.
Good utility guy.
And it's not always pretty, but he just shows up and gets it done every day. And, he's not an all-star, like he's not incredible, but you know what? He's in the lineup every day.
Respect to the grinders, man.
He makes it in the lineup every day, yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Let's see, what else we got for... favorite maybe ballpark that you played in during your collegiate or WCBL career?
I'd like to say Ross Wells.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something about the authenticity and the old traditional ballpark with the green wall, the green grandstands, and just the way it plays and just the fans we get out here.
Nice. There's the wall of trees outside the it looks good.
Yeah,
too.
there's nothing quite like it.
Yeah. Awesome. Last question for you. What does a game of baseball mean to you?
It means a lot of things. It means hard work, dedication, effort, and for some guys will see it this way too. It just kind of shapes who you are as well, and what you put onto the field, and it kind of reflects who you are as well as a person. Depending on what you put into the game, and that's how I like to think of it.
Speaking of the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby, another participant was Swift Current's Brody Alexandre. The hometown kid is hitting .240 with 3 homers and 19 RBI in 31 games. While the 57s won't be making the postseason this year, he's been a big fan of coming back home for the summer.
Brody, why don't we just start with your season so far? Give us an assessment of what you've seen in your own game so far.
It had a little bit of a tough start to the season, but once we got settled in, I felt like, and I got comfortable in the box, things started to turn around. I started putting the ball in play a lot more, and it seemed like for a little bit there that I just couldn't get out. So it's been going pretty good.
You're a hometown guy. This is the hometown, and this is your second year playing for the 57s. As a returning player, what's it been like just to play in front of a lot of familiar faces and where you kind of grew up? And I assume you played on this field before you were in the WCBL.
Yeah, got to play on this field in high school and everything, and nothing beats getting to come home and play in front of the hometown crowd and get to see all the familiar faces, friends and family there, and just nothing beats that.
Yeah. Talk about maybe the 57 season so far. You guys would like to have a few more wins. What do you kind of need in this second half of the season to give it a push?
We're off to a rough start, but we've really found the bats this last little bit. It seems like we're putting up almost double-digit hits, but we just need to clean up some things on the mound and in the field, and limit those errors and throw a little bit more strikes and limit those free bases, and I think we'll finish the season strong.
Did you have any personal goals for yourself entering this season?
I had a couple personal goals. Just for me, it's try and cut down on my strikeouts a little bit more and really focus on putting the ball in play, especially with 2 strikes. And just trying to do whatever I can to get on base and help the team.
Awesome. A few just fun ones for you. Favorite MLB team?
Oh, the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah.
That's going around. I won't tell you then that I'm actually a Mariners fan. Favorite MLB player growing up?
I'd have to say Josh Donaldson. Yeah, when he got over to the Blue Jays there, I kind of fell in love with him, and kind of tried to base my game off him growing up. So
nice. Favorite ballpark food?
Ooh, got to go with our bird dog here.
Oh, yeah, tell us about that. I'm not familiar with that.
So we got it's a hamburger, and then they take a hot dog and they cut it up and put it in there as well. Okay. So you get a little bit of everything there.
Well, now I got something to look for at the concession stand. Favorite ballpark that you've played in through your playing career so far?
I'd probably have to say Okotoks. Just getting to play in front of that many people, there's no better feeling than that, and just getting to play in front of a crowd like that, you don't get to do that very often, so it's pretty exciting.
Favorite baseball movie?
I'd probably have to go with The Sandlot.
Oh,
yeah, Sandlot.
A lot of guys pick that, and it's a great choice.
Yeah.
Tell us about your walk-up song. What is it, and how did you arrive on that song?
My walk-up song is Electric Feel by MGMT.
Yeah.
It was a song actually that I heard here growing up from one of the guys had a walk-up song, and I've never been a huge rap guy or country guy for my walk-up song, so something a little bit more mellow, and the last couple of years I've just fell in love with it.
Yeah, so you've had it for a while?
Had it for a couple years, yeah.
And then just how's the autograph signing coming? Like now, when you're in the WCBL, you get kids around, you're signing autographs. Is it rate your autograph?
It's definitely getting better. It's still not top tier, but it's definitely improved over the last 2 years. That's for sure.
Awesome. I know you got some warming up to do and getting ready for the game tonight. Last question for you: what does the game of baseball mean to you?
The game of baseball means everything to me. I've been around it my whole life. It's kind of the place I go to clear my mind and just go have fun. Place I can come out here, don't think, and just go have fun.
Another hometown hero getting a chance to shine has been Saskatoon Barries outfielder Oakland Flodell. The Dundurn product is enjoying being a part of an all-Saskatchewan outfield this season, hitting a home run, driving in 6, and stealing 5 bases in 29 games during the Barries' inaugural season.
Oakland, tell me just about being in this first season, playing for your home province team.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a great experience so far, A lot of games, but no, it's been really fun. Great team. I feel like I've known these guys for my whole life, really. It's been a great experience.
It's an all like Sasky outfield. Have you played with those guys throughout your growing up?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah. I've known them for a while, and I think that leads to some of the better plays out there. And,
yeah. Awesome. You get to know each other. You play well together. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you're not from Saskatoon. Where are you from in Saskatchewan?
I'm just 20 minutes south of Saskatoon, near Dundurn area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about that community. What's that like for growing up and playing ball?
I've always played hockey down there. It's a small town. A lot of good people in there. And then, I went to school in Clavet, another small town, and I just like the energy there. Absolutely. It's good to know everybody knows everybody, and
aside from the team aspect of things, just tell me about, because when you start with a new franchise, you don't know what all this is going to be like. What's that been like in terms of the fan experience? And I assume you're getting to learn how to sign your name pretty well on baseballs. What's that been like?
Coming in, it's exceeded my expectations for sure. Everything is. We get packed stands every day, and everybody's awesome. We have great energy every game, and it's just been, again, a great experience.
Awesome. And give us a scouting report on just you and your game. How would you describe yourself as a player?
When I can get on base, I like to steal bases. I'm a very fast, active player, and I try to use my speed to the best I can.
Yeah. How about in the field?
In the field, yeah, exactly. As soon as the ball goes in, I try my hardest and I run as fast as I can. So
awesome. And then just a few fun ones for you. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Favorite ballpark growing up? Or that you played in, rather.
This year in Arizona, we had a Las Vegas tournament.
Yeah.
We got to play in University of Las Vegas Stadium, and it was packed in there. That was a great experience.
Nice.
But I gotta say, Cairns. Cairns gives the best energy. To.
And then favorite baseball team growing up?
Oh, I gotta say the Canada Cup team that we had in Ontario. Yeah,
nice.
No, that team was some of the guys on this team were on that team, and we got 3rd place there, bronze. Yeah. That was great.
Sorry to interrupt you there. How about MLB team? Your favorite MLB team growing up?
Oh, I got to go with the Jays.
All right. That's going around a lot.
Yeah.
Despite how they're playing. So
no, yeah.
They got some loyal fans, which is good. Favorite baseball player growing up?
Growing up, it was always Josh Donaldson.
Okay.
When he was on the Blue Jays, peak Josh Donaldson. But I want to say now, it's probably Bryce Harper.
Oh, that's a good choice too. Yeah, that guy's he's
got lots of energy.
I know. Yeah. I know. Favorite baseball movie?
Oh, Sandlot for sure.
lots of people picking that. That's a classic.
Or Benchwarmers is a good one when you need to laugh too.
Yeah, that's not bad. Tell us about your walk-up song. What do you got for your walk-up song, and what was that process like picking your walk-up song?
So it's kind of an inside joke in my walk-up song. It's Ricky Ricardo, and it's always whenever we go out somewhere, I always have to put on Ricky Ricardo. It just, again, lots of energy. Okay. And I feel like it gets the team going too.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's just it's been my walk-up song for like I think 3 years in a row now.
Oh yeah,
so,
You're sticking with it.
Yeah.
And it's been good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And then I understand you have your own show now too, right? The Flow Show. Did I get that? Is that the name of it? Awesome. How did that all come about? And just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, Big Omar, our media guy, came up to me during BP one day and he was like, "Oakland, you want to do an interview today?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, for sure."
Yeah.
And then so we had our first one with Carter Beck and ended up doing well, and I enjoyed it. So every win now, I just hop on the Flow Show, and it's really fun time. Yeah.
What's that like being on the other side of things? I'm interviewing you now, but you get to ask people questions.
No, this is the first time I've been interviewed yet this year, so this is, it's good to be on both sides of it.
Okay. Am I doing okay?
Yeah.
I do okay on the Flow
I'm
Show?
actually getting some tips from you right now.
All
so.
right, that's good to know. And then actually, I just have to ask about your name, Oakland, because tell us about the origin of that. You have parents who are Athletics fans or Raiders fans, or what's?
No, it was originally supposed to be Oak Lee, but I don't even really know the story. It's just, I think my parents were like they didn't like that, so it just turned into Oakland. And
they just like it. Oh, that's unique. It's different. I'm a Raiders guy, so I know they're not there anymore. But anyway, that's.
I mean, another part of it is my name's Oakland, and then my 2 brothers are Axel and Hawkins. So.
Oh, really?
No way. We all got pretty interesting names. So
there you go. All right. Well, I know you got a game to play tonight. I won't keep you. We're going to be watching from the stands, me and my family, and looking forward to it. Tell us just what the game of baseball means to you.
Oh, it's been everything. I mean, I've been playing hockey and baseball my whole life and chose the baseball path, and I've loved it ever since. It really teaches you about failure, but once you do succeed, it feels great.
And finally, from hometown to a long way from home, Saskatoon pitcher Mike Singleton is enjoying the atmosphere at Cairns Field. The San Jose, California native has been impressed with the community buy-in and has rewarded them with a solid performance, going 2-2 with 4.70 ERA and 32 strikeouts in 11 games.
Mike, just tell me about this season so far. You're with the Saskatoon Berries expansion team. What's it been like so far, half a season in?
Yeah, it's been really fun just getting to know all these guys. It's been fun being in Canada, so far from home, but I really like it so far.
Give us a backstory on how you ended up here. How does a guy, I believe you're from San Jose, California?
Yeah.
How do you end up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan?
Yeah, so Joe played with my pitching coach at my college that I go to.
Yeah.
So they had a nice little connection, and so my coach had hit up Joe and got me a spot on this team.
Nice. And just give us a scouting report. Tell us about yourself as a pitcher, your repertoire, what you like about your game so far.
Yeah, so I'm like a low 3/4 arm slot, so I have a fastball, slider, and a changeup. My fastball normally runs a lot, so I like throwing that a lot. It normally gets a lot of batters out. Normally I just pitch to contact mainly, so I can get like a lot of ground outs.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. And you're coming to an expansion team. You never really know what to expect when it's a brand new team. What have you seen from the experience so far in terms of the fans coming out, all of that kind of stuff around the game?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool just having fans like every single game, at least like 1,000 at least every single game. That's pretty cool to see, especially with like a new team, and just seeing how loyal the fans are. It's pretty cool. Even when I'm not pitching, I just look around and see all these fans. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Few fun ones for you. We've been getting a lot of Blue Jays answers to this one because we're in Canada, of course. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite MLB team?
The Giants, San Francisco.
Okay, there you go. Sticking close to the home state.
Yeah.
Favorite ball player growing up?
Favorite ball player growing up? Probably Buster Posey.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice. Yeah, you got to have a catcher looking after you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite ballpark food?
Ballpark food? I think a hot dog. You can't go wrong with the hot dog. Those are always a safe choice.
Hot dog is a solid choice. I'm probably going to have one tonight. What goes on your hot dog? What are the condiments on there?
I just go straight up ketchup. That's it. I'm pretty plain.
Yeah, I've been saying to everyone else I'm a mustard guy, but I got to respect the ketchup, I guess. Favorite baseball movie?
Probably Moneyball.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
Another good one, yeah. And then favorite bit of, or best bit of baseball advice you've received during your playing career?
Yeah, probably just take nothing for granted. Like, obviously, anything could happen at any time. Like, you never know when you could get hurt or it could be your last pitch. So just never take anything like for granted, because it's like it's an honor to play this game at such a high level. So just give 100% each time.
And in terms of advice, that's advice you've taken in. Any advice that you would give to younger players who maybe see you pitch and they're like, I want to be like Singleton out there one day?
Yeah, just have fun and stay loose. I try to just stay loose and really have fun. Don't overthink too much in your brain. Just know like you got it and just have fun out there.
Awesome. Well, you got a game to get to, so I won't leave you much longer. But last question for you. Try to ask this to everyone on our podcast. What does the game of baseball mean to you?
Yeah, it actually means a lot. Like, I just think, what would I be doing if I didn't have baseball? And I just feel like my life would just be so boring. So like, the game of baseball has just given me so much, and I'm just very grateful for it.
Thanks again to Ava Greiner, Zac Foden, Austin Gurney, Brody Alexandre, Oakland Flodell, and Mike Singleton for joining us this week. And thanks to all of you for downloading and listening. If you like this or any other episode, make sure to leave us a rating and review on your podcast app, as that'll help spread the word about ADS. A tip of the cap, as always, to our platinum supporters, the Okotoks Dogs, Under the Lights Sports and Entertainment, and the Western Canadian Baseball League for their generosity, which helps us tell the game stories in both Alberta and Saskatchewan. If you or your organization would like to join our roster of sponsors, head to albertadugoutstories.com/supporters. Until next time, thank you for all of your support online, on social, and on air of Alberta Dugout Stories.